Good morning, everyone. Just put a one if you guys can hear me clearly on Zoom. So thank you, everyone. We are today having our 138th community meetup, 130. We have been doing this for almost 2.5 years. We are live on Zoom. We have a lot of people joining here with Zoom. We are also streaming on LinkedIn, YouTube, as well as Twitter. So thank you everyone for joining us. We have lot of people on LinkedIn. I can see lot of familiar faces on LinkedIn. Thank you everyone for being part of this initiative. In our community meetups that we do every Saturday for the last 2.5 years and above, we try to talk on a specific topic. Today we are going to deep dive into two or three exciting items are there in our agenda. I request all of you to stay till the end if you want to really value and get value out of this particular session. It's a jam packed session that is there. Let me share my screen. Just put one if all of you can hear me clearly. Let me just confirm if my audio is yes. So the agenda for today is we are going to talk about the some of the ground rules that are there. So as you know, we are not only on Zoom. This is not a master live class. This is a community meetup. We have hundreds of people logged in from all across the platform. So some ground rules that I want you to say. People on Zoom, please switch on your cameras. That will be amazing. I can have a look at your faces as well. Put your comments, keep your comments going on the chat so I know that you are hearing us. And the second thing is uh, for the questions, I request you to put your questions on the Slido link. I have pasted the Slido link in the chat. I'll also place it in other platforms. Any questions that is specific to what I'm saying today, you can ask it here. And also, if there is anything related to your career or anything that you are facing, any issues in your projects, you can please try to put in on Slido. The team is going to monitor it and reply it, maybe in this call or maybe in the next call. So this is what we are going to do for the Q&A. For the people on LinkedIn, YouTube, the team is going to put the link as well on the comments. Just give me a couple of minutes and you can use that for asking your questions. And also you can put your thoughts on LinkedIn, because I know there are a lot of people watching us on LinkedIn. If you are using your mobile, you can put any your thoughts on the comment. The team will monitor and I will try to answer everything in the by the end. So we are going to have two Q&A sections. First, in the first 15 minutes, I'm going to break and do a Q&A session. And then again, in the end, I'll do a Q&A session. So we are also going to have a AI residency graduation. So one of our community members who have just specifically asked this thing. One particular person is graduating today, so he's going to come and share his experience in the later half. And as I requested, please put your questions. If you have any comments like engagement, please put it on the chat. Questions, I will not be taking anything from the comments. So Rahman, please put this whatever you're asking, put it on Kahoot if you on the Slido if you want to get it answered. And the second thing is I request and again, please stay back till the end. How many of you are excited for the Kahoot quiz? Just put K in the chat if you guys are excited, because a lot of community members were mentioning, Mohammed, you are not doing Kahoot quiz for a long time. So because we at least require a good number of 10 to 50, 15 people to have a good Kahoot engagement within the team. So I request, if you guys are really want to do the Kahoot quiz, you get a chance to win our AI Guild membership that is there, and it's a very engaging way to learn and also to test your knowledge. So just put K if you guys are excited for the Kahoot quiz as well. Amazing. And then we'll have some announcements that are there that we are going to take it further. We are going to have some announcements of our next workshop. We are doing a follow-up workshop today as well in our AI Guild community at 3:30 p.m. GST. So please, I request, I will be talking more about our announcements. So please stay back till the end. We are going to have an action-packed session. This is going to extend for more than an hour. And we will try to keep it within 80 minutes, 70 to 80 minutes. So please stay tuned till the end if you really want value. Okay, so now coming to the talk about today, right? In the last few sessions, we have been talking a lot about MCP. Can anyone tell me the full form of MCP on the chat? This is, we have done couple of workshops, couple of talks on this topic called MCP, and a lot of people are talking about this topic. This is a very, very important topic in the AI agentic system. So, okay, thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. Yes. Thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. Before I just put it on the chat. Someone is asking me the Slido link on the LinkedIn. Let me just put it. I think my team has not joined the call. So let me put the Slido link on the comment so that everyone has it. So thank you, Ahmed, for confirming a model context protocol. So this is a terminology that has been making a buzz for a long time, and today I want to talk about this topic. For people who have not attended our previous sessions, because we had introduced you what is an MCP, when is an MCP required, please look at the recording of that session that is there. So because today we want to take it further. So thank you, Nawaz, for also answering the question. So it is model context, not server, it is a model context protocol, MCP. In that we have MCP server and MCP client. So those are the part of the particular ecosystem, but the full form is model context protocol. And this is it. Just I tell people that this is just one of the ways that you can use, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So this is not something that is a standalone system. This is just one of the additional tools, or one of the additional ways of building an agentic AI system. So this is not working in silos. This is not a concept on its own. This is more of a term that helps you build better systems. So don't take it as a silo. Take it as a whole AI agentic ecosystem that we are building. And MCP is just one additional way for you to know and build your application. So let me share my screen. So I hope all of you have the Slido link for your Q&A. Still it is not getting updated on the, just give me a second. Can anyone, let me just open this up. Yes. Yes, it is not something that is it is not a standalone topic. It is just one way of, uh, it is just an additional tool, or you can say additional way. You can, if you don't use MCP also, you are able to build applications, you're able to do everything. MCP is not mandatory for everyone to start using it. It is, and right now it is not that matured enough as well. There is a lot of security issues that are there. A lot of companies are still figuring out what is the best way to use an MCP. So let me just put one, if all of you can see my screen. All of us know, and in the last session also we discussed, right? AI is very, very powerful. Despite being so powerful, why is it held back? Why are so many people, companies not able to use it? And MCP is one of the ways that is available to solve this problem of making your AI more accessible and directly connected to your company database and your company tool. So this is what we are going to go into details. End of the day, we all know that AI cannot access live data or take actions. AI is very good in asking a question, summarizing your news, doing specific tasks that are there, but it is not good to it is not good when you have to access your live data or take actions. And MCP here right now is helping us break out of this digital cage that is there, and we need to address this puzzle. If AI models are very, very powerful, they are doing very good right now. All of us know we have GPT 5.2, a new model, but still it is not able to help businesses, because your AI assistant cannot check the current weather of the UAE, or current weather of a particular city, or book a meeting for you till now. So we understand that they are trapped. The LLM, I say it, I give this talk about LLM being the brain, but it is trapped in a jar. So you are not able to get value out of it. It has lot of information. It was trained on. It has lot of knowledge from the past. But think of it like a super genius brain that is locked in the room. They have all the knowledge in the world, but no windows, no doors, and no internet connection to get latest information. They cannot see what is happening right now. So I see that LLMs, you give LLMs the eyes and the hands to do things, and that is what MCP is helping us do it. And it is a new standard that has been set and I'll talk about the history as well, that teaches AI how to safely use all our real world tools that are available, data, and resolving this foundational problem that is there. So connecting your LLM to the real data, to the real ecosystem is something that we are going to do. And in this quick masterclass, we are going to talk about these things, the AI's walled garden, the definition of an MCP, a simple definition of an MCP that you all should know, how MCP actually works, putting MCP to work. We will take one simple use case, which I'm going to talk more about in the 3:30 p.m. call when I'm going to do a hands-on on this particular thing, and the agentic AI future. What am I seeing the future of this technology taking us together? So, end of the day, this is a big problem. We call it the walled garden problem, the problem of a disconnect. Many of the use cases that we have seen in the community is a very simple use case. We are learning about AI, we are learning about the basic technologies that are there. But in a real world scenario, if you are working on a real project, there is a huge problem, and I call it the N to M integration problem, where there are N AI apps. This is the complexity that the MCP eliminates. So before, the MCP developers connected with what is called the N by M integration. And many of you who are in the technology for some time, in the last 10 years or 15 years, you will know this problem. There are N AI apps and M data sources required. So N into M bespoke connection, creating an integration nightmare. And you can visualize this particular thing in this diagram. So if you can see, this is actually in a, when I work in a production system, the engineers, they really get confused. If you are having two data sources and two connections, everything looks okay. Like most of our projects that we build in the Kaggle or in our portfolio for our capstone project, we just use two or three data sources. But in a live project, I was just working with one of our clients. They have more than 20 data sources and 20 connections, and it becomes very, very tough. You can still do it using AI agentic tool calls and simple applications, but you only think, right, 20 connections. If one of the APIs are not working, if one of the there is one of the deprecations of the model that is there, one of the packages are not updated, one connection loses, and the whole system breaks. So this problem is straightforward, right? Right, just imagine you have 10 AI applications and 50 different sources. Just this is a hypothetical situation in this use case. And to make these components communicate, you have to build a custom one-off connection for every single pair. And in the example above, you have 10 into 50. Can anyone tell me how, what is the number of unique connections that are going to be built hypothetically? 500. Thank you, Nawaz. Thank you, Ahmad, for confirming. 500 unique connections. And do you think it is easy to manage these 500 unique connections in a hypothetical situation? No. So what MCP is trying to do is it is trying to create a universal hub. The tangled mess that you have seen in the earlier graph, the spider web that was fragile, labor intensive, and a total headache. And this is why a lot of engineers get confused. They don't even know about some connections that are there, about the updates that are happening. So instead of connecting everything to everything, you connect each component to a protocol, a build once, use everywhere type of model. This is happening, and this knowledge, this information, we are giving it to corporates, but it takes time to shift from a old way to a new way, because old way, there are, it is happening for some time. Engineers are takes time for them to learn a new technology like MCP and believe on it. Right now, the problem is people don't believe on MCP because here in MCP, what is happening? You, if there is a unique connection, you know, if there is one issue in one problem, if it breaks, your data is not compromised, your system is not compromised. But now, if anyone wants to hack into this MCP, if he hacks into the MCP, he gets access to everything. So that is the reason, as of now, when I'm speaking to clients, this is one concern that is happening, that how can we make sure that no one hacks into one MCP? Because before, if a person wanted to hack into any of the systems, he had to hack to 15 different systems. But now he has to hack in one system and he gets access to everything. So that is the reason why companies are still taking some time to fully trust on this. But as I speak, these systems are getting more and more robust, and we will eventually, all the companies are going to slowly move towards MCP. So what is this problem that MCP is solving? Right, before there was a lot of custom integration for each tool, but MCP gives it a standardized protocol that is there for all the tools to follow. One rule, one system, and then it becomes very easy. Before MCP, it was very fragile. A lot of labor intensive work used to happen. And but now, build once, and you can use everywhere. And this is something that is a very good use case. Then create information silos, but now it enables a connected. But see, it is helping us. As I told you, MCP is very good, it is helping us, but still why companies are hesitant? Because of the security issue. Because for companies, security is one of the biggest risk, right? As I was telling you, vendor lock-in happens here. It is model agnostic and future proof. Being said, MCP is very good, and it is still getting evolved, matured, and it is still getting the trust that it is safe for companies to adapt, and it is a universally acceptable process. Anthropic was the first company that introduced this. I will talk more about this in the later slides. The definition of an MCP is in a very, it is very complicated if you go in the engineering knowledge in the definition, but I'm going to give you a universal plug that it is called for every business people or every non-tech people in the call, because I can see hundreds of you joining across platforms. Some of you are not developers or builders, but just think about it as a universal plug. The solution to this mess that I was showing you is MCP. Instead of connecting everything to everything, you simply connect each AI and tool using a protocol, and that is a universal plug that you create. And I call it, if you know, USB-C port. Now all of us, if you remember 5 to 10 years back, you had so many different chargers for so many different type of charging equipments. Now everyone is moving towards USB-C ports, and this is similar for AI. Suppose you want to connect to any other data, you will not go and buy any other plug. You will just have one USB-C port, which you are going to use it to connect to any specific data source. There is a company called as Cloudflare. Cloudflare has defined MCP just like a phone number. If an AI agent requires any specific information or any specific tool calling, it is just going to give a phone call to that mobile number, to that AI agent, so that they can get the information they need. So that is what also Cloudflare is defining it like it. Right now, we have not reached that stage, but it is just giving an analogy of the future, how things are going to be safe. End of the day, build once, use everywhere, as I mentioned you earlier. The good thing about MCP is it is an open source protocol. This is a function, it functions as a universal language, and it allows the AI apps to connect to external systems so they can acquire fresh data and actually execute tasks. And as I was mentioning you, the best analogy as of today is it is the USB-C port for AI. And before USB-C port, as I was mentioning you, you needed countless different chargers, and now you have one plug that works for everything, and that is what MCP is trying to do for AI. That is there. So now let me just take a there are a lot of questions coming in the ping. Just let me take a few 5 minutes Q&A break. So people who have go to the Slido link and ask your questions. Let me just try to open. Someone is asking about what is this AI guild. So how many of you know what is an AI guild here? Oh, cool. So a lot of people are saying that they are not aware of AI Guild. So as I was telling you, if you stay till the end, we are going to do a Kahoot quiz where you will be getting access to this AI Guild ecosystem. What is AI Guild? Anyone wants to put in the chat who are already members of AI Guild, Barry or someone who wants to quickly tell what is this, and then I can also give you guys a background. So this community I created in July. This was created because we have our programs in academy programs that we do in our AI residency. But people like this recording that is there. This is a call that I am doing community meetup. There we have hundreds of people joining across the social media platform, on Zoom, on Twitter. So it is free to attend these calls, learn from the community. But now some of you are asking also, there is a question regarding slides. How can I get the slides, right? Slides and recordings are part of the AI Guild and the AI residency. So attending the calls, having a live interaction, it is free. But if you want anything specific, you need to become an AI. And what is AI Guild? The purpose of an AI Guild is just to put all the recordings, and not only the recordings, we have 40 plus different programs that we have done and taken it further. I think AB Rahman is asking a question. He has not put it on the Slido, but he is asking this question on the chat about teams. Let me just put the timer, and then we will be. Let me just put the timer of the questions. I will be giving you guys. Yeah, please put your questions on Slido. As I was telling you, 3 more minutes I'll take for questions, and then I'll move to the next slide. Sorry for that confusion. So, for teams building agentic AI, what is the biggest mistake? So, the biggest mistake is the biggest question. Why are you doing this? So, AB Rahman, the first question that I asked them, why are you building this agentic AI system? It's not about what are the mistakes that they're doing. They don't have a clear goal that why they are doing this. And as I was telling you, you don't need MCP unless you have, a lot of confusions. You have more than 10 connections where you have to do a lot of you have an integration problem. You are getting some issues in the complexity that is there. You don't need even these solutions. You can start building a simple solution that is actually solving your problem. So this is one of the biggest things, and I will tell every one of you, whomever you are building these solutions for, however complex it is, they don't know why they are doing it. They say that I have heard that someone has built an agentic AI system, that's why I want to build it. I have heard that company X has implemented this, and then I am able to get this particular solution. So that is what is something that we are getting. So I hope I answered your question. And now, so one question is coming about what is an AI residency? What is the difference between AI Guild and AI residency? So AI residency is a cohort based system there where we have specific uh, classes where there are 8 to 10 people, where we go through them code wise structures that are there. And it's like a group of people studying together. So we have live master classes. We have 20. Let me just quickly share my screen. I have couple of minutes before I go to the next questions. So we have 1 minute. So let me share my screen quickly for the people who are new here. Amazing. So if you go to our website, as I was saying you, the AI Guild, if you go, it is just nas.io/AI Guild. This Today we have a follow-up session at 3:30 where I'm going to do a hands-on exercise for this particular MCP. So you need to go here. Let me just quickly this one. So if you go here, I have shared this link on the chat. You can get all the information here. So this is our this thing. So here today, this is our session, free for all of you to join, and also the AI masterclass that we're doing at 3:30 Dubai time, 5 o'clock India time. So this is something that you will do. Plus we have products. If you go to products, digital files, you will see that there are multiple products that are there. So I am not sure, this is a view of, this is an admin view. Let me take a open view and show you guys how it looks like if you are not logged in. If you're not logged in, it will look something like this. So this will look something like this. Yeah. So this is it's for a small fee, you get access to everything. And then if you go to products, let me just close this one. Let me just take for, yeah, 1 more minute. So now this one, this is the, if you go to digital, this is the digital live. If you go to the digital products, you will get everything. That is all the particular files that are here. This is something that you can access. Not only the recordings, we have 106 recordings as you can see here, 109 recordings as of now. But we have GitHub, we have LangChain, Agentic AI, and all these recordings are available for a small fee. You can get access, and we keep on adding every week. We keep on adding new recordings and new workshops that are there and new course materials that is there. This is one thing that is there. And the second thing I wanted to show you for Ahmed was asking this question. So this, if you go to decoding data science slash AI residency, I'm going to put this as well in the chat. This is a cohort based system. This is like you get access to all the content in the, this is a proper LMS platform that we have built. When I say LMS, it is a learning management system platform, which will give you access to not only the recordings, but 20 masterclasses. So you can see this link. You will see all the recordings here. So I'm sharing these two to you, and then we'll move to the, and I'm getting a lot of questions on the ping. We'll take the second Q&A in some time. In 10-20 minutes, we are going to take the second Q&A that is there. So now let me share my screen. So MCP, everyone understood, it is helping to solve you the N by M integration problem. If there are a lot of integrations in your company is matured, you have multiple connections, things are working fine, and you want to take it to the next step, you want to put standardize everything, you want to put, so you will be looking at MCP, which is going to give you a good solution for everything. So just put a one if all of you can see my screen. So now coming to MCP, as I was telling you, it is not something new. And it is not something new. It started in late 2024, but still till now people are still exploring how we can use it in the enterprise level. So Anthropic introduced it in late 2024 in a paper. That paper is available in archive.com. Please look at it. It tries to make it a new industry standard right now, for all the companies to start using it slowly. OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft are adopting it, but they are slightly making some changes, right? So, what I see that what MCP is telling, what OpenAI is telling, there is slight difference, but eventually they are going to consolidate and make it one. What are they trying to do is they're trying to turn these isolated AI models into a dynamic agent. This is what is the adoption, and it is less than 1 year that is there. 2026, you will see a lot of talks about MCP, about how companies are integrating MCP. In the last 2-3 months, LangChain also has started the MCP adapters, and now it is very easy to make an MCP project. And I'm going to show you today at 3:30 p.m. When I do that masterclass of MCP, of how to use that code. And I request all of you to join that call as well, and I'll give you the link. And how does now MCP work, right? How does MCP work? We all understood it is an amazing platform, it is amazing thing, but how it works is something that we want to understand. The mechanics of its protocol. At its core, right, MCP uses a very simple client and server setup. The AI app that is there is the client. Any AI app, it can be weather app, it can be any specific thing that you are building. That is your client. And once it makes a request, it is the one who makes the request. The external programming tool is the server. Like if you have the open weather database who gives you the weather information, that becomes your server. It processes the data or can perform the action. So right now the open weather, right now if I want to know the temperature of Dubai as of now, it has the data. So you need to request them to give you the data. And the whole interaction that is there, it is a three-step handshake. And I'm going to discuss about the three-step handshake in the later slide. So two things are very, very important. One is the MCP client and MCP server. So this is something that I told you just now. It acts like a translator for AI. Like suppose I want to ask what is the temperature weather of the UAE as of now. So it understands that Muhammad wants to know the temperature. LLM cannot answer this. So I need to use the MCP server, that is the open weather database, and get this information that is there. Same thing you could have done with function calling with agents, but MCP also gives you that option, and you want to learn how to use that in a simple use case. Three things that are there, as I was mentioning you, three-step handshake. First is the tool discovery. Once a person asks this, so MCP, there the platform, the code you has information of lot of MCP servers. So it discovers what server it should use and which server should get this information. Then it understands, it does the tool invocation. Then the AI sends a structured request to use a specific tool that is there. Like here in this example, the weather server. It gets that information from the weather server, and after that, it uses the result. The server performs the action and sends back the structured data. All of you know what format does the output come? Anyone wants to tell in the chat what is the structure of the output which it comes? Yes, thank you for confirming, Ahmed. It is JSON. So we get the output in a JSON format, and from the JSON format, we pick up that information that we require, and we give the latest information of the weather that is there in the UAE as of now. So the whole step-by-step process that we do, and we get that information, and we get the data and everything that is there. So this is the three-step handshake that is happening right now. The three key protocols that are there for MCP as of now is for developers, because right now developers are using this. The SDKs are available. Software development kit are available in Python and JavaScript, allowing them to avoid building everything from scratch. I remember when MCP came in November 2024, when I did a project workshop in the community, I had to do everything from scratch. So it took me around 1 week or 2 weeks to prepare that workshop and show you. But now, because of these SDKs, it is very simple to use an MCP and build a project. The protocol is bi-directional. This is cool because it means the server can proactively send a notification back to an AI, such as an alert. Suppose there is some new data available in the MCP server. It can keep on sending the data and alert that is there. The last and the third important thing, and why MCP is getting more and more matured, and why am I doing a masterclass now, is it is getting more and more secure. It is built with authentication and permission right from the ground up, allowing you to control exactly who gets to see or do what. This is something that third feature is something that has developed immensely in the last 1 or 2 years that is there. So this is something that I will request you to have a look at. Now, putting everything to work, we are going to take a very simple use case that is there. But before this, going in this use case, uh, I have any questions till now, please put it on the Slido. I know a lot of questions are coming on the chat. Now I'm going to just take 10 minutes. We have Kosela. He has already joined the call, one of our AI residence graduate. So in 5 minutes, maximum 10 minutes, Kosela, I'll be giving the mic to you. You're okay with that, right? Just put in the chat. And then I will just want to take 5 to 10 minutes to talk about this one simple use case. And then I will be giving you the chat. So here, this is something that this is an energy plant. This is an energy plant that is there. Just think about this as an energy plant. This is one simple use case, and I'm going to talk more about this in some time. The MCP, the built-in protocol capability that is there of MCP, it is designed for ease of use and safety with several key features that is built in. And this is one scenario. Just think about a very big energy plant. The plant chatbots are useless for engineers because it knows nothing about live maintenance tickets. And this is what, when I talk to a lot of engineers in the industry plants, they say chatbots are good for FAQs, to talk about, what is the PLC error code and what are the some common steps that are there. But it does not have access to live database, so it is very useless because we have a lot of historian and live stream data which they require. So now the setup that we are going to do is we will connect the AI directly to the maintenance database using a very simple MCP server. And this is one project that we are going to do in that what we are going to do is, right now the AI assistant is not connected to this maintenance ticket database because there is a lot of problems that is there, and we are going to use MCP to bridge this gap to try to connect this AI assistant to this maintenance live database that is there. And the use case that is there, suppose the MCP in action, it will give you real time insights. So just think about a scenario where you want to demonstrate this MCP in a energy plant, and it transforms the regular chatbot into a real chatbot that has real time information at this energy plant. On its own, the standard AI is useless to the engineer because it lacks information of the live maintenance ticket, as I told you. But suppose by setting up this simple MCP server to secure the secure connection to the AI that is there, the AI chatbot, to the maintenance database, and it helps the AI gain the utility. And in this use case, an engineer is asking a question for the status of the ticket 1235. The AI uses its the new get ticket status tool. This is the new get ticket status tool that we have created, and instantly returns live real time data. And the response of the AI is the ticket is in progress and is assigned to Alex. So this is one very very good example that we get where we are connecting the AI assistant to the maintenance ticket database. And this MCP tool call is get ticket status is a very detailed backend MCP server that does all the parsing. But end of the day, the human engineer gets all this information that is there. Then the second use case is the context. Now, suppose the same engineer, now he wants to see, like, have you seen similar tickets before? So now they have the context. They will take that same ticket that was there, look at all the database. We call it the search ticket, MCP. It will look for this keyword. The subject of this keyword was overheating turbine. So it is going to look at all the cases that are there, and this is called the search ticket option. And now the AI is going to return, with the help of the MCP, it will return, yes, I found three similar tickets. And it also took the ticket, it analyzed the ticket, and it also summarized that the problem with these tickets was it is having a coolant valve issue, and the solution of most of these tickets were replacing a coolant valve. So this is the second use case that we are doing using the help of the context, because an engineer wants to see historical similar cases that were there, and these things have to happen in a flash. You cannot wait for a couple of seconds to get this answer. So, and then after this, there is an action, right? Then the engineer will say, he will do some of his research, then he will say, open a ticket to replace the coolant system. And then the AI, then there is a create ticket MCP call that is going to happen. Then the AI is going to create a ticket. I have created a ticket 12345 for the replacement. So this ticket is going to get created. And all these things happen in quickly because the analysis and the research work was done by the AI and the MCP together. And because of this, they were able to raise this ticket quickly and then get a resolution as soon as possible. And all of this is there. Also, we have the reasoning. I will talk about this use case 4 later, after I have the next section of the day, because Kusila is waiting and I requested him to come for this call. So I just wanted to, before I give Kosela, let me just pin him here. Let me see if I'm able to see him. Kosela, yeah, can you just, yes. So please keep your questions on the chat. Before I hand the mic over to Kosela, just 1 minute. I will be continuing the use case that is there. Where the call is going to continue for 20 more minutes. Just one request, everyone, because I'm getting a lot of pings on social media. I respect every one of you and your time. Please put it on the Slido, and I promise you I will answer it after this session is that is there. So let me quickly share my screen and unmute. So how are you, Kosela? Can you unmute? I think now you have got the access to unmute. So a little bit background. How are you? Can you hear me, Kosela?
Yes, very well.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
on it.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for joining. I know you are very, there's a tight schedule, and thank you for how are things with you? All well?
Everything very well. Thank you for
Great.
asking.
So let me share my screen. So what we do, guys, like Kosela is one of our graduates of our AI residency cohort 5. Every time when we are doing this type of sessions, I'm sorry, not cohort 5, cohort 6. Every time when we are doing community meetups, we want to um, celebrate these challenges, right? These celebrations that has done, because AI, this was a cohort where we had six almost 20 weeks of master classes and schedules. So for that I wanted to for Kosela to give him the certificate and him to share his experience and talk about himself, what all he learned from this and what are his next steps. So thank you first of all, Kosela, for joining this call. And over the mic is over to you. Let me also, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dubai. My name is Kosera. I'm joining you today from Paris. I was member of residency cohort 6. I'm the just quick history about my experience. I'm a founder of Captech, a data consulting company in France, and I work as CDO and CTO as a service consultant. I'm also co-founder and chief data officer of Atelic, a company specializing in intelligence AI agent based in Dubai. I share this context not to list a role, but to explain what I choose to join the AI residency program. Even if with my professional experience, I strongly believe that in AI, staying relevant means continuous learning, questioning my own practices, and remaining deeply hands-on in a field that evolve in extraordinary pace. From that perspective, this residency exceed my expectations. Why? I would like first to thank Decoding Data Science for designing a program that is both rigorous and practical. This wasn't just about learning tool or techniques. It's create real impact with AI. The curriculum successfully connected strong technical foundation with real business use cases, which is something many programs struggle to achieve, I think. What I particularly appreciate was the applied and business oriented approach. I'm as a co-founder, I need this business approach. The focus wasn't only on building models, but understanding why certain choice matters, how systems scale, and how AI should be deployed responsibly within organizations. These are exactly the question leaders and founders must answer when turning AI into real value. Also the quality of mentorship and interaction was another case strength. The instructor were highly competent. I'm talking about Mohammed, of course. He is deeply engaged beyond the formal residency session. I found great value also in participating in other experience sharing discussion and meetings outside the program structure. This exchange allowed me to openly discuss real world challenges, listen, talking about different use cases, learning listen from others, and lot of operational realities across different industries and use cases. That peer-to-peer learning added a dimension that was extremely valuable for me. I would also thank here my fellow participant because learning is a long journey, and alongside professional with diverse backgrounds, created meaningful and impactful discussion because there are we came all from different field, different background. So mixing this kind of background together give us the opportunity to see a lot of technology and with different overview and point of view. Looking ahead, this program also aligns strongly with my international ambition. One of my key objective is to build one of the most relevant AI-driven business in Dubai. Ben Mohammed, he's my co-founder. Yeah, the strategic and practical
Yeah.
frameworks gained through this residency will directly influence how I approach building scalable and responsible and high impact AI solution in that market. My long-term vision is clear, is to contribute to create one of the most impactful AI company in Dubai, grounded in strong engineering, ethical AI practice, and measurable business value. This residency has reinforced that ambition and given me concrete tool to pursue it with confidence. I would like to close by acknowledging the leadership behind this initiative. especially Mohammed Arshad, alias for me the best teacher I never had. Thank you very much, Mohammed. You are, I think, one of the best. I did a lot of here training here in France, in Europe, in Germany, in England, but I think you have a special thing that push us to go further and to go beyond our limits. Your vision of making AI education practical, relevant, and impactful truly show in the quality of this program. For me, this residency is not in an ending, of course, but just a strategic milestone. I live with sharper insight, renewed curiosity, and a stronger commitment to building mindful AI solutions. Thank you once again to everyone who made this experience possible. Thank
Yes. Thank you, Kosal. And this is a very success use case for us. Ben, his co-founder that he mentioned, he was a part of cohort 5, one cohort earlier. He joined this cohort. He really liked this program, the structure, and he recommended his team, Kosala and the three other team members to join. And this is a very good use case. And in our AI residency, we don't do any marketing. It is all word to mouth, word of mouth. Everyone talks about it. Everyone is uh, telling about this some cohort 5 they got cohort 6 and cohort 6 members got cohort 7. Right now we are starting the cohort 9, so a lot of referrals happen. Previously also, if you saw yesterday, when we had the one more person shared, his friend told him about AI residency. So this is how we are growing, and the good thing about this is, as Kosela mentioned, and you will agree, that this is never ending. You are now
you.
part of the community. We will keep doing calls. Like today we're talking about MCP, and I hope today also you had some learning,
Yeah, of
additional
course.
learning, and different perspective of how we had discussed MCP before. Now it is getting more and more matured. So thank you, Kosela. Keep coming to our calls
Yeah,
in the future
with a
whenever
big
you,
pleasure.
yeah, whenever you have time. Come to our meetups and have a chat. And thank you again, and best
Thank
of
you,
luck for
Mohammed.
your
Thank you
work.
very much.
Yes, and we'll move to the next section now. Thanks a lot, Kosela.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you. Have a great day.
Bye.
So, first of all, I'd really like to again thank Kosela for coming and sharing in his busy schedule. Now, going back, I'm getting a lot of questions regarding the security of MCP. And as I told you, now the security is there. So, the security is something that is now integrated within MCP. So whenever you are connecting with any MCP, you need to give all the security features that are there and take it further. One more question is coming from anonymous. Please put your name so I'm able to answer that question. Uh, what is the benefit of MCP? As I told you, the benefit of MCP is it is helping you solve the N by M problem. 10 tools, 50 connections, 500 connections. Now you want to streamline it and make it easy and accessible. So that is the one of the biggest work for MCP, is to standardize everything and make it a USB-C for all your applications. Now, guys, what I'm going to do is, we have right now 13 people on the chat. There are some questions coming in. As I promised all of you, just put a K in the chat if you want to do the Kahoot quiz. The Kahoot quiz is something that we will do, and then I will conclude the today's call and introduce you to the next call that we are having at 3:30 p.m., where we go to the coding part of this MCP project that we have just talked about. Just put K if everyone is excited for this Kahoot. It's going to be a small Kahoot. It is going to be approximately, yes. Yes, a lot of people want the Kahoot, so let us just do the Kahoot. The winner of the Kahoot is going to get a quarter access for our AI guild that I just told you. So you can get a membership and you can also join today's call complimentary as a part of the AI guild. So, okay, a lot of people, let me just, yes, so a lot of people won the quiz right now. So I request all of you. So how many of you have played Kahoot quiz before? Just put one in the chat if you have done a Kahoot quiz before. Oh, amazing. So a lot of people have done Kahoot quiz. So let me share my screen, everyone. We have a lot of people who want to do the Kahoot quiz. So let me share my screen and then we will move to the next one. So for people who are new to Kahoot, as I request you, all of you, to open your this thing and do this QR code. Let me also just give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing. Let me share again with, let me share content only, share sound. Yeah, I'll do it. Leave it. Give me tea. So congratulations, congratulations. I hope you guys enjoyed the quiz. Just ping me. Who's organized chaos? Is he on Zoom or is he on LinkedIn? Can you just ping me on WhatsApp, and we will. I'll be sharing you the three quarterly. Just send me a WhatsApp, Suraj. Just I request you to just send me. And now, before we thank you for everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the Kahoot. People who are on LinkedIn are asking there was a buffer. They could not be part of the Kahoot. Yes, if you really want to be part and engage on the Kahoot, please join our WhatsApp community and join our Zoom calls. So, Zoom calls, because there is no lag, so you will be able to focus on it. So please request you to have a good internet connection. And I hope, just tell one if you guys enjoyed the Kahoot. Just tell me one if you guys enjoy. The only thing in Kahoot, I require at least 10 people so that it is more engaging and you are able to, revise some concepts that are there and then take it further and work in a competitive environment. So now coming to, there are a lot of questions in Slido. As I was mentioning you earlier, let me just share my screen and tell you what are the announcements that I wanted to do. So now coming to the announcements that I wanted to do is, the first thing is, as I was mentioning you, this call. So this is one call that we are doing today, where we are going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to be at so these are the two calls that are going to happen. One is today 3:30. This is where we are going to expand on this use case and show you a Python code, a Python notebook of how we have simulated this project that I just told you about, MCP and this tool, the example that I just showed you in this case about this one. And this was the last use case. And end of the day, what we plan to do using MCP is connect your AI agent with multiple things like the sensor data, manuals, because in an energy plant, you know that there are so many books, there are so many manuals, you need so many SOP documents, standard of procedures. You need to connect it to your MCP, and then you need to ask the question and get the answer accordingly. So this is something that you want to do, and this is what we are trying to do in big projects that are there. So you only have one agent and we have multiple MCP connections, and you get an answer directly to the client. So this is something that we are trying to do. And in our 3:30 session that we are going to happen, let me share the link again. You can join it here, register in this session, and we will be continuing this call about MCP. Many of you asked this question, why we are talking about MCP, and why can't we do this using different tools? Yes, you can do that. MCP is just one better way of doing it. That is it. So thank you everyone for being an amazing audience. Before I go, can I take one screenshot? I can see Vanessa is there. Anyone else wants to switch on their camera for one screenshot? Suraj, if you can also switch on your camera, so I can also tag you as one of the winners of this particular thing. And I hope you enjoyed the session. And thank you, Barry. Thank you. Anyone else can switch on just for 1 second. Suraj, amazing. Nice to see Suraj as well. Uh, and Kahoot is fun. I just encourage more and people to join the call, and we will continue Kahoot regularly, because a lot of people were requesting me, Mohammed, please do Kahoot. So today I created a Kahoot, and I am able to design this, and we'll continue this tomorrow also. Career talk. So please join the career talk tomorrow. We will continue this and take it further. Thank you everyone and see you at 3:30 call today. Bye bye. Have a great evening.